Kawasaki involvement here?
Kawasaki is been so generous. They will, if you give them your zip code, they will generate a series of letters for you that they'll print right here today, put in an envelope with a stamp on it that goes to all your representatives in Congress.
And this is Joyce Smith, Malcolm Smith's wife, excuse me. And this is, and even though this is not a Kawasaki dealership, they stepped in to help.
Isn't that great?
It's incredible. So they go back to the back corner, the back counter, and they give them the zip code, and then that will cause Kawasaki to send out these letters to everybody.
They will generate them and print them right there and hand them to you in an envelope with a stamp.
You can't get any better than that. Thank you very much, Joyce. Sorry, we're waiting for Bud Philcamp. I was honored to be inducted to the AMA Hall of Fame last October in Pickerington, Ohio, along with the gentleman on my left. Is probably one of the greatest, some would say the greatest off-road racer of all time. Now with Husqvarna, ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome, please, the veteran of the many Paris Dakar races, Baja races, Scott Harden. How about a round of applause for Scott Harden, ladies and gentlemen. Great, a lot of fun back there in October at Pickerington, getting inducted, both of us.
Yeah, you know, they'll say any company or any group that would have you as a member, I don't know that I want to be a part of it.
Thanks, Scott.
If I had to go in, I could have gone in with a guy like McGrath or somebody, but I guess I got stuck with them. I'm on equal turf here.
What's the t-shirt? Free Malcolm Smith. Now, what does this mean, Art?
Well, you know, I mean, we're prepared for any eventuality here. You know, we, down the road, if we need to raise a legal defense fund to keep Malcolm from going into jail, we already have a plan. He's escaping into Mexico after this is over. He's heading down to Baja into the wilds to hide out for a week or two. But if it works out after that, we have to dig down deep. We'll be selling shirts and raising money to bring awareness and help get Malcolm out of jail.
Some would say this is a paid political publicity stunt.
If you knew what the laws with what this man is doing and how much he's hanging it out right here, right now, you'd think twice about calling this a publicity stunt. This man is laying everything on the line right now to make a statement about our sport and to do the right thing. You can't give him enough credit for what he's doing.
Let's talk a second about Husqvarna, and to the best of my knowledge, you don't make a whole lot of little kids' bikes, do you?
No, we don't make any. But, you know, I've been intimately involved in the main bike market for years and helped develop the whole concept with KTM. And, you know, that's a small future to our sport. I mean, you look around and see all the people that have come into the sport and had a great time and a great experience, and the families and all the things that it's really done, the benefit that's come out of it, societal and financial for the country as it is and everything. Just this is a case of the federal government got completely crazy.
It's an odd time for them to do this. We're in a national recession, the worst since the 1930s, and a lot of dealers are struggling to survive. A lot of dealers have closed their doors, and here the CPSC comes out and says, forget all the bikes you've got in the little kids' bikes and quads, you can't sell them. What was your reaction, Scott Martin, when you first heard the news on this? And I'll tell you mine.
Well, when I first heard the news, you know, it's one of those things where you say, no, there's no way in hell this makes any sense. But then when you really start understanding the political environment right now with the November elections and what that means for the political landscape, this is just the first of a large number of things that are going to happen to our sport and our industry over the next couple of years. The doors have been wide open. The box has been given the keys to the hen house.
You think there'll be more legislation proposed like this coming down?
Absolutely. The Feinstein and the Boxer Group, the group that supports them, are going to continue to push this. This is their heyday. This is their trying to make shine on the efforts, publicity on the things that they want to see, the measures they want to see advanced. You know, there's going to be a lot of things. Land use, everything's going to be covered. This is Malcolm is really putting a flag down on the ground here right now today, saying, hey, this is where it's got to start stopping. Common sense has to prevail. You know, freedom, true freedom needs to prevail. A lot of things need to prevail here today. Again, I just commend Malcolm for having the guts to do it.
You know, it's funny, you and I are close to the same age. I think you're a little younger than I am, but when we started riding bikes, I started back in the 60s, it was like you could damn near ride anywhere you want. Now there's a whole lot of legislation and restrictions on where kids can go to ride and adults can go to ride.
Well, yeah, and a lot of that's good. I mean, I don't want people riding everywhere. It's got to be controlled, and I think most people are responsible about it, but you know, there's right and there's wrong, and this is absolutely wrong, and it's so plain and it's so easy to see. United States, USA Today, the second most linked story news item in USA Today is this story right here nationally. There's been over 440 posts put on the USA Today comments about this activity that's happening here today. Second most watched news story in America on USA Today on the internet is happening and unfolding here right now.
Scott Hargan, what do you think we can accomplish with this today, with what Malcolm's doing? He's kind of, as you say, laying it on the line. What do you think we can accomplish? They can rescind the ban?
Send a message. I mean, you know, people need to stand up and, you know, right now, in order to get this reversed, it will take literally an act of Congress. Last time I checked, that doesn't usually happen overnight. I mean, this situation we're in for the long term right now. It takes an act of Congress to overturn this. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of letters. That's a lot of, you know, and it's already in place. This is tough. I can't say enough about what Malcolm's doing here today. This is about sending a message, I'm sure, and, you know, I just glad to see everybody out here to support him.
Good to have you here, and congratulations on your induction, and also moving on to Husqvarna. That's great.
Yes, hey, thanks everybody for coming out and you know, support Malcolm here today.
Scott Hargan, ladies and gentlemen, come on from line, one of the greatest off-road riders of all time. Jeremy McGrath showed up. Come on up here, Mr. McGrath. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome, please, again, one of the greatest supercross riders of all time, Mr. Jeremy McGrath. What do you say?
What's up, everybody? Glad to be here. You know, this is complete BS, according to me, but
According to a lot of people.
yeah. I have little kids. I have 2 little girls, and my 3-year-old's riding a bike already, and she's about ready for 50. And yeah, this is not right.
What are you doing now, Jeremy, since you retired from Supercross?
I still work with Honda. Still work with the race team. Still do a lot of Supercross riding, a lot of testing, a lot of outdoor stuff, and work with Andrew and Ivan and Davey and those guys. And I'm driving off-road truck a little bit. Last year I drove, well, last couple years I've driven the Core Series, and it looks like this year I'm going to drive them again, so it's good. But I don't know, kids.
You mind if you miss working racing Supercross? It's been part of your life for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be standing here today if I said I didn't miss it. You know, it's going to be in me forever, and Supercross is great, and I still am a huge fan. And you know, I'm a motorcycle enthusiast through and through, so yeah, it's a bummer that I can't race Supercross, but Father Time and reality says that, you know, I got to sit on the sidelines.
Okay, good to have you with us. Appreciate you coming by.
Yeah, of course, you know, Malcolm's a great guy, always been a pioneer on the, you know, motorcycle riding in general, hero of mine, and if I could be here to help, I would be here in a second. That's why I'm here.
Appreciate you here. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy McGrath. Come on, Jeremy McGrath. We have Let's Go Get Here.